Hello YouTube, Canadian Edge here. We are going to do a review today. Excuse me. I have with me the Timberwolf Beast. And this is a big boy. It has a blade length of 4.75 inches. Open, it's 11 inches long, and closed, it is 6.25 inches. There wasn't a whole lot of information on this when I tried to research it. Tried to find out what steel that Timberwolf uses. Their most common steel is a 3CR13. So I'm going to assume that this could be a 3CR13, but I'm not 100% positive. And it is the kukri style blade to it. The weight on this is 8.6 ounces. It is a G10 skeletonized handle on there with stainless steel liners and a stainless steel spacer. It does not have a pocket clip on it. So there's no pocket clip on this bad boy. And it is at 8.6 ounces. You'd definitely notice it in your pocket. So this might be something you'd want to get a sheath for. You make up yourself or purchase a large sheath to put this in to carry it and make it more versatile if it was something you wanted to carry around. It does have a flipper tab for flipper opening on it. And it is a liner lock. Does have a lanyard hole on the back that you can put a lanyard on, and it has jimping on the back here for grip purposes and down at the end here, and also on the liner lock so that you can get a good grip on there. And it is assisted opening, although the assist on that is a little bit weak, as you can see from that opening there. It doesn't necessarily snap out, but it does okay, but it's not a heavy assist on there. So the blade, you can see it is a little bit off center, and unfortunately there is side-to-side play on there. It does move around. You really notice it when you swing the blade through the air and bring it to a stop. The blade, you can feel it wobbling in the handle there, so it's not necessarily the greatest setup there to make it a durable knife. I was going to consider chopping some wood in that with it, but when I felt that blade play, I wasn't sure that it would be safe. I'm sure you could get a couple good whacks in there before anything happens, but I'm not sure how strong that pivot system is in this knife to be doing a lot of hacking with that. If you're thinking of like chopping up firewood and stuff like that, it might do the job okay, it might not. It would be good to have a backup knife just in case. So size wise, as you can see, it is a bigger knife, and compared to Benchmade Bug Out, you can see there is a bit of difference, as well as the Ontario Rat 2. Yeah, they almost, the handle is almost as big as these two knives. So little bit of size difference there, and also with the Cibivi and the Saxi, the Cogent, sorry, and the Saxi, you can see there's still quite a bit of length compared to these two knives. So it is a big knife. at 11 inches. And if it had a really durable pivot, this could be a useful knife out in the campground and out in the yard doing different things. Sharpness test. Let's see what we got for sharpness here. It does have a bit of an edge on it, so you could, well, yep, it does have an edge. And if it is 3CR, it's not going to hold an edge for a long time, but you could always sharpen it easy enough to, sorry, I have a different setup here and it's not quite what I like, so we'll be working on that. See if we can get it to cut the good old, oh yeah, it cut through the zap strap. How about the cord? Yeah, it's actually got a pretty decent edge on it because I was just pulling that back and it cuts through the fake paracord relatively easy. So it does have a decent edge on it that you could use it for cutting up different things. And as I say, this is probably something I would take to the campground and use there. I do like the aesthetics of this knife. I like kukri style knives, and so I really like the blade profile on this. The handle, I realize you have to have a bigger handle to accommodate the blade, but the proportion does seem a little off to me. I guess just because it's such a big knife. You can almost get a two-hand grip on this thing here. And but yeah, I really like the aesthetics of the blade, how it looks. I thought this was a smart idea. I like how that looks back there, that spacer. Makes it look good, and just a nice addition to that. The skeletonized handle looks good as well. Also helps reduce the weight. The ergonomics on it, they feel good. You get a good grip on this, and you could put your finger there if you were doing controlled slicing, tomatoes or something like that. But you'd want to be careful because the cutting edge is right next to there. And but you get a good grip on it with the jimping. You get a good purchase with your thumb if you were doing some chopping to make kindling or something like that. It would probably work well for that. You got good grip. They've got the textured grip on there, so you do get good purchase on the handle. It definitely won't slide around too much in the hand. The pivot, it works smooth enough. You can tell it's not high super quality, but you know, for 30 bucks it works smooth, especially with the size of this knife. I would like to see it to be a tighter pivot so that the blade didn't move around, but hey, you know, again, 30 bucks. You just hope that it works good. Couple of the things that I'm not really crazy about. It is a big knife. It takes up a lot of room. I don't even bother to throw it in my pocket because it takes up the whole pocket. It's heavy, and I'd like to see a little stronger assist on it than what it has. I mean, it's okay. It's not horrible. It's just it doesn't necessarily snap out like you know, some Kershaw's assist. It snaps out there. This one, it just kind of enough to push the blade out, which I guess is all you need if if you're not worried about it snapping out there. But yeah, I'd like to see a little stronger assist maybe on that. And then maybe they could include a sheath or something just to put it on your belt to carry that around. Because, as I say, I would not carry this in my pocket. It's just too big to carry around in the pocket. So, would I recommend this as an EDC? No, this would not be an EDC for me. Would this be something I take on a camping trip? Yeah, sure. I'd throw it in the gear with the camping gear and use it around a campsite to do different little jobs and make some kindling and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as an everyday carry, this would not fit the bill for me. And it's a big bulky knife. But I got it mostly because I like the kukri style and thought it was a cool little knife, or a cool knife. It's not all that little. And so we'll see. It might stay in the collection for a while, or it might end up going to a grandson or something like that. Who knows? Anyway, that is the Timberwolf Beast kukri knife. And I found this one at Blades Canada, Warriors and Wonders. And so I'll put a link to that in the description. You can check that out. I believe Timberwolf has its own website. You can check them out in different places. A few different places carry the knife. So check that out. Timberwolf Beast kukri knife. All right, thank you for joining me on this review. Hit the like, hit subscribe, and leave me a message. I will get back to you. I'll be doing another review in a short time, so watch for that. And thank you for taking the time out to watch. All right, until we meet again, you stay safe and stay sharp.